Good morning, dear students. Let us continue with the lesson number 1, Heredity and Evolution. So in the last lecture, we have learnt about evolution process. So it is the change or the development which occur in unicellular organism from which larger and more complex organisms were formed. So the duration of all these changes is at most 300 crore years. Now at present there are crores of species of plants and animals with huge diversity regarding shape and complexity are present on earth. So this is an example of evolution of human or man. So the evidences of evolution. What is evidences? It is the proof of evolution. So there are 6 evidences on which we can explain the evolution process. Now, first one is morphological evidences, second anatomical evidence, third vestigial organs, fourth paleontological evidences, fifth connecting links, and sixth embryological evidences. Now, let us learn more about morphological evidence. What is morphology? It is the study of external structure. So, let us learn few examples which comes under morphological evidence. Here you all can see these all are 3 different animals: dog, sheep and wolf. They are different from each other, but they have similarities such as structure of mouth, position of nostrils, eyes, ears and thick hair on their body. So these are few similarities which we can see in dog, sheep and wolf. Now let us move towards second example. These are 3 different species of plants: mango, chiku and guava. They are different plants having different fruits, but they have few similarities such as similarity in leaf shape, leaf venation. You can see here in this picture leaf venation and leaf petiole. So on this basis we can say their origin must be same and must have common ancestors. So this is a morphological evidence. Second is anatomical evidences. So what is anatomy? It is the study of internal structure. So here you all can see 4 examples. There is human hand, foreleg of dog, wing of a bird and flipper of whale. So human hand is used to ride or eat. Foreleg of dog is used to walk, to run, and the wing is used to fly, and the flipper of whale is used to swim. So they have the different uses. From outside there are no similarities in these 4 types of examples. So we can say there is no superficial similarity, but from inside, as you all can see this image, there is similarity in structure of bones and bony joints. Size and shapes are different, but arrangement is somewhat same or similar. You all can observe in this image. And this indicates they have common ancestors or species. And this is about anatomical evidences, which is the study of internal. Third one is vestigial organs. What are vestigial organs? The organs which are disappearing because of its no use. And this disappearance takes many years. Some structure or organs under different situation may become useless. These existing organs undergo gradual changes. So let us see few examples of vestigial organs. First one is ear pinna. You all can observe human ear pinna and monkey's ear pinna. It is useless for humans, but it is useful for animals for the movements of their ears. Second example is of tailbone. Here you all can see the structure in which tailbone is shown. The animal's tail is attached to tailbone. So comparatively it is useless for humans and it is useful for the animals. Third example is body hair. Animals requires body hairs for protection from the cold. As compared to humans, they require body hairs for the protection from the cold. Fourth example is of wisdom teeth. In case of humans, wisdom teeth is not that useful, but for the animals it is useful for chewing process. Fifth example is appendix. Here you all can see the structure of an appendix, which is useless for humans but it is useful for ruminants for digestion process. And thus we have seen 5 examples under vestigial organs, and today we have completed 3 evidences of evolution, and tomorrow we'll continue with other 3 evidences. Have a good day, students.